This is introducing a Mustang to a saddle starring Goose. She's our main girl right now. And then we've got Creaker and Betty as her little cheerleaders, I guess. So jumping right into it, I always let them sniff and smell it, see what their reaction is. She's pretty good at just standing there, obviously. She's not super worried about it. She's more of a stoic-y horse. She doesn't give off a lot of body language warnings, I guess. She gives off energy. But I just put the pad on her, reward her, put the pad on her, reward her, move it around. She is a little bit of a kicker from time to time. I got her for my son. Well, I gave her to my son, and he didn't really have that much interest in her. And then I sold her, and she was returned back to me with going backwards in trust a lot. So she definitely learned to be naughty, according to the girl who got her, which are things I didn't really see in her. I didn't have an issue with, but she would bite at her and kick at her and swing her hips at her and, try to be her boss a lot. She's not a mean horse. She's a super sweet horse, but she is a dominant mare. And she will fight, but she's quiet about it. So if you can avoid pushing her to fight mode, that is what I would advise. So right there, we were just disengaging her hindquarters because seeing how she kicks, I want to make sure that if she goes to put her hip into my space, I can move her hips away from me. This is Goose's first session since last summer when I took her back. I worked with her pretty consistently, and then she pretty much sat over winter, and now she's being worked with again. I have a video of haltering her after that long of a period and how it went and how I did it. If you're interested, go ahead, check that one out. So now I'm going to go about the process. This is a different pad. And she's not really worried. She watches when I do things with the other horses, so she kind of already knows what to expect out of the process. What you do on one side, you must do on the other, so you have to put the pad on from both sides. Make sure that horse sees it and knows what's going on from both sides. I try to reward her a lot. She's almost like a shutdown horse. She has a really hard time coming out of her shell with humans. Her ears and her tail are she's tense, but she's not overly nervous. She's taking in what's happening, and her little tail swishes. She's a little bit nervous, but she's not too nervous. So then we're just putting on another little thinner pad over her. I like to adjust the pads around a lot, move them, go back and forth, walk up to her, walk away from her, walk up to her, just get her comfortable and used to the process of having pads and saddles and things presented to her. Again, and going both sides, so it's very important. Reaching over her back, moving it, just anything that you would normally do with a broke horse, I try to expose her to and then reward her a lot. If I see she's a little getting tense or nervous, I'll try to reward her just to let her know it's okay. She doesn't need to be so tense. I'm going to present the saddle to her here in a second, and again, I like to just let her see it, walk up to her, let her sniff it in my hands, let her know what's going on, and then do a little retreat. I don't try to put too much pressure on at first. Getting her to move around, move her body is also nice when she sees it. She's nervous. She's got a lot of tail swishing going on. I let her walk away there, and that's okay if she walks away. I want her to square back up to me, 2 eyes, 2 ears as I approach. I let her look at it, sniff it, get her interest in it a little bit more. Then I just set it down and let her come up and investigate it as she wants. I'm going to move things around on it a little bit, but mainly I want her to sniff it, rub it, see that it's not anything that's going to hurt her. So now that she's had a minute to kind of think about it and look at it, I'm going to walk over and I'm going to slowly approach her with it. I'm not just going to try to throw it back on her. I'm going to do the motions, because if she's going to react, I want to know about it before I'm throwing the saddle up on her and have her spook and have the saddle fall off and then have her be afraid of saddles. So that would just defeat the whole purpose. So I go a little bit slower with her, and I want her to know that I'm putting the weight on her because this is her first session of the year. And in this video, I don't actually cinch her up. I get a phone call, so I have to kind of cut my video short. But I do put the saddle on her and get her used to the process of the cinch, where I get them lined up next to her, and then I go back to her on side and go about the motions of reaching under her stomach. I don't want her first lesson to be like a really hard one to where she gets to where she doesn't want the attention. I'm just going to kind of baby step it and see if I can find her threshold. But so far, she's doing really good. Working on building that confidence. I want her to be a willing participant in what we do together. And so far, she's doing really good. My goal with Goose is to get her feet done and then work on getting her going under saddle and see how she does with that. I've often thought about packing her because I'm not really sure of mentally where she's at for riding, but I think that she's a lot better than she was last summer, so hopefully we'll see if she lets us ride her this summer or not. If you stuck around to the end, thanks for watching the whole video, and hopefully you keep watching to see how Goose's progress is going. Go ahead and let me know what you think of the videos. Leave a comment, a question, like and subscribe, and maybe if we get enough likes going, my husband will let me get a new Mustang and I can show the whole process. So like and subscribe.